Good morning to one and all. Uh, Today we are going to speak about the topic basic concept of object oriented programming. This is an overview of C++. In basic concept, there are seven features: object, classes, data abstraction and encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, and message passing. Now we can see in brief one by one. Now first we can talk about classes. What is a class? Class need inside some objects. That is, the object can be made user defined data types with the help of class. Class is a collection of objects that have identical properties, common behavior, and shared relationship. What it means is class contains inside many objects, so it has many data members and the member function. First, what is a class? Class is nothing but it is a simple user defined data types. Okay, user defined data types. Just class can hold both, it can have data and the function. What is the data? Data is a simply it is an raw data, that is what are needed for the programming we can declare in data, and what are the functions we needed in the programs are declared in functions types. Here is a simple example. It is a class name. Class name is a class vehicle. Inside both this class consists uh, two data members and member functions. What it means data members in vehicles, what it will mean just a vehicle model, model number, model name or model number, and what it represent in color, then registration number. These are can be only the data. What are the main functions? What we can do with the vehicle? Just we can vehicle move forward or backward, or we can move the vehicle stop. Okay, this is the class representations. Next, we can go about the topic objects. What is an object? Object is nothing but simple a thing. It is a single unit. It is a single thing. Object are basic building blocks for the designing program. In these, whatever program C, C++, whatever it is an object oriented language, programming language we are going to use. Without object, no other process can be done. Object is a main. Using object, we can communicate with each others. One class and other class can communicate using the object. We can use message passing. Everything can be done with the objects. Objects are declared inside the classes. Object. First, what is an object? It's just an object is the collection of data members and associated member functions. What all we are going to have in the data member and what are the functions. Just object means simple person, place, table. What it means, person's name, what place we are staying, and in databases what table data we are having. We can represent it in object. Just object, it can be identified as an unique name. It should be unique. It should not mingle with the other. Classes can contain many number of objects, but many number of objects are identified by the specific individual identical name. For example, suppose in this apple, orange, mango, all it is an object of the class fruit. Simple, it is an blueprint of class. Whatever class we are having, just the blueprint of the class is the object. So in example, simply class template for making object, bike, blueprint. I can be this bicycle, everything. Next, it is a simple comparison of classes and objects. Now we can understood what is an class and what is an object in C++. See in diagram. Class car means there are many objects. That is what it means. In car we have many types, many model. Simply the class name is an class, and object can be of many, depends upon the model, color, etc., etc. These are those properties. It differs in car, it differs in model, and it differs in features. Many car have many different advanced features. Those are different. Simple example. This is an syntax. Hash include iostream.h. These are the header line of C++. Class student. Class is an keyword and student it is an user defined function. Whatever maybe it can be, it is an user defined function. Private and public are access specifier. Here we are declaring the data members and functions. What is a data member? It is simply data. What data we are going to give her? Here data is name. Name is declared in the character and age is declared in the data type integer. And two functions we are using here, get data and put data. In get data we are going to collect the data. In put data we are going to display the data. Just we are going to display the name and age. So this is a simple example of classes and object. Then class can be known as abstract data types, and object are variables of type class. Object are used to create object, and classes have been defined. We can create any number of object. Class is equal to group of object of similar types. Next, about data abstraction. What is a data abstraction? It refers to the representing essential features without including the background details or explanation. Classes use the concept of abstraction and are defined as the size, width, and cost and functions to an operate on the attribute. So data abstraction, it just means as an filtration. What we are using in the access specifier, if we are in that is by making all the datas private means datas are hidden, uh, not visible to the everyone, not that datas can be not be used by everyone. If we declare an access specifier public, those datas can be accessed in the class anywhere. So it a simple example, data abstraction using in the class and abstraction in the header files. Next, data encapsulation. Encapsulation, it is a single unit like filtration. That is the wrapping up of data and function into single unit called class is known as encapsulation. The data is not accessible to the outside world and only those functions which are wrapped in the class can access it. It is a simple example is filtrations. In filtration, what are the essential things we need that we have, and it is filtered unwanted, wanted and unwanted features. Like the encapsulation, same as it is. These functions provide the interface between the object data and the program. Simple is diagrammism, encapsulation and data hiding. In this class, two are there, variables and functions. Both are same. What it differs it is that access specifier. If we declare it in private, it is restricted as from the outside class. If we declare as a public, that can be accessed anywhere in the class using object. It's a data encapsulation. Next, about inheritance. Inheritance is an inheritance from the starting we are seeing in science subject. Inheritance, that is simple example in our family from our grandfather father, from after father some we are inherit. In that what are the characteristics and what are gene grandfather has, that is inherited to the father and the grandson. This cycle we have viewed from the schooling subject. Here it is an same example here. Inheritance, one class can acquire the properties of the another class. It inherits from base class and derived class. What is a base class? Base class, it is an original that class. From base class we are inheriting the another class, that is an derived class. That concept is known as an inheritance. Here, while we are inheriting from base class to derived class, we inherit all the features and all the members and the functions we inherit from base class to the derived class. Here are many types. Five types are there in inheritance. Single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid, multi-level, hierarchical. Simple introductions. What is a single inheritance? From base class, we can derive only one derived class. That is known as the single level inheritance. multi-level inheritance from base class one derived class, then from one derived class another derived class B. So on we have going to derived from the derived class. That is known as the multi-level inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Multiple is many from we are deriving derived class from many base class to one derived class. This is known as multiple inheritance. Hybrid is from one to one. Next is an polymorphism. Polymorphism means is an ability to take more than one form. An operation may exhibit different instance behavior depends upon the type of data in the operation. Simple example it is an polymorphism it has we have the same function name but we have the different argument list. For example, very simple example, if you are using the operator plus in string, what we can do is plus operator is used for the additions. If we give two numbers will be added. Same plus symbol in the string we can use concatenation. String 1 plus string 2 gives the another string 3. So it is an operator overloading. Function overloading, this function, same function name can be used for different. For example, if we are using the shapes as the function name, in shapes we have different shape such as circle, oval, rectangle, square, polygon. These all depends upon the arguments. If we give the radius as an input, it draws the function as the circle. If we give the length and breadth, it gives the rectangle shape. If we give the sizes, four sizes are equal, such as 10, it draws the square. If we give five sides length, it gives a polygon shapes. So these are like that function overloading. So polymorphism is an we can take more than one form. Next about dynamic binding and message binding. Message passing. Binding refers to the linking of the procedure called to the code to the executed in response to the call. Simple as what is binding means what we are code that procedure call is to the runtime. There are two. One is compile time and another is runtime. In compile time, we are executing the programs and searching of the errors that can be done in the compile time. After finishing the compile time with no errors, next is runtime. In runtime, we are executing the output display. Next, message passing. In OOPS constant message passing, object is the main role. Using object, we can communicate with each other. Using object functions, they can communicate and pass the functions information through the message. Thank you.